Are you tired of waking up and you find out that your hair is brittle and dry and very difficult to manage? Let's fix that in this video. I'll be sharing my nighttime routine with you as to how I keep my hair moisturized throughout the day, throughout the night. I left my hair to be this dry so that I'll share with you. Can you see? If you feel the way I feel in this video, please do well to watch to the end of this video, and please support us by sharing and liking this video. Put on the notification bell. First, let's quench the thirst of the hair. Let's do this by damping the hair with some water, by hydrating it. Let's spray enough water in the hair. Because it's 4C hair, most 4C hair are low porosity, so it's quite difficult to get water into them. The water just sits there unless you are patient. So you see, I'm showing you what I'm using is water, but let's be patient, okay? Let's keep spraying some water on the hair. Let's keep doing it and patting it at the same time. But notice that I'm not squeezing the hair together so that they don't tangle up, but just stretch them a little bit, separate them a little bit. I try as much as possible to keep my hair kind of straight, not tangled up. I'm sure you noticed how I tied it up, not too tight though, so you don't lose your edges while you tie your hair up. By so doing, you prevent the tips of the hair from getting split ends and from tangling up, so that when you manipulate it, they don't start breaking up. I would also like to say that at this point is not the right time to finger detangle because the hair is not moisturized enough. If you try to finger detangle at this time, it's just going to break if care is not taken. The thirst looks quenched now. It looks quite soft now, as if it has absorbed a lot of water. Now we are going to move to the next step. This step, you can use two things. You can choose to use a hair butter, but I wouldn't recommend using just any butter, but a self-made butter that is enriched with natural products. Like you can get shea butter and add some Ayurvedic herbs to it. But right now I'm using very good leave-in conditioner that I have browsed, and it is recommended that it is good for 4C hair. In fact, it is recommended right now as one of the best that should be used. So I personally, if you watched my old videos, I wasn't a fan of hair conditioners when I was back in Nigeria. But right now, because of the winter, hair routine changes because of the weather condition, because it wasn't very favorable for my hair. It took me some time and research for me to be able to come up with the routine I am presently following. With the leave-in conditioner, I dab a little all over the hair. I specifically focused on the tip of the hair because I don't want them to snap when I try to part my hair. In my experience, hair growth routine in Africa should be different from hair growth routine abroad, like in countries where winter occurs, because the hair easily dries out. But in Africa, the hair over there is kind of moisturized. The moisture stays a bit longer because the atmosphere is a bit moist. It depends on the region you are in though, but the region I was in Nigeria, moisture stayed a bit longer compared to the UK. In fact, when I just came, my hair actually broke because I was focused on what I was doing, what I was trying to achieve, and my hair was the least of my priority. I didn't really come with those my herbs for my hair and stuff, so my hair was kind of dry, although it was in a protective style. When I was taking it down, it broke. That was the first time I experienced a massive breakage. However, I have now mastered how to maintain my hair here in a foreign land, and it's quite interesting. It's similar to the way it was back home, but a little different. It just needs a little more effort, and the temperature of the water, the type of products used and stuff. In fact, specifically, leave-in conditioner is very necessary in regions where there is winter. But in temperate regions like Nigeria, usage of leave-in conditioner, I don't think it's compulsory. I never really liked using leave-in conditioner. If you watch my old videos, I wasn't an advocate of leave-in conditioners, but now that I have moved, leave-in conditioner is one of the things that I go after. So if you are watching this video and you used to watch my old videos where I wasn't using leave-in conditioners, you could, and you live in a place where there's winter, I want to tell you now that you definitely might really be in need of a leave-in conditioner. But don't forget your protein treatments and stuff, okay? Like I used to say. So now I'm just trying to pat them up and put them in protective style. At this point, I fingered the tangle because it's moisturized enough. I fingered the tangle by patting the hair into different parts, trying to separate the hair that is tangled. And if you look at it, you will see that the breakage, my hair has minimal to no breakage. I saw some strands of hair, but they are negligible. They are not very significant. And if you see my hair, it's very healthy. Trust me, my hair is very long, but the shrinkage is real. Now I continue to put the leave-in conditioner over and over in small amounts so that I don't waste it, because it's a bit pricey. It's a bit pricey. My hair wouldn't exist like this without this next product. Jamaican black castor oil, extra dark Jamaican black castor oil. I've always said it on this channel that it is my go-to hair oil. It's a bit pricey too, but most times I combine it with olive oil to reduce cost, and it's quite effective that way. A little olive oil with it will make it a bit lighter. But if you want the moisture to be more retained, you can use it alone without adding any other oil to it. It's very effective, and it stops breakage too. It helps reduce breakage together with protein treatment, which I do quite often, but not every day. Now I'll put it up in a twist, just like I did with the other one. If you have my hair type and you have fussy hair and you don't have Jamaican black castor oil or olive oil, please, I'll advise you get there, because they're very good for my hair. Hopefully they'll be good for yours too. In fact, they are good for lots of hair types, but I am specifically talking about my hair type right now. That's why I said if you have my type of hair. But if you don't have my type of hair, you can go ahead and use it too. It will be good. There's no harm in it. It's very effective for hair. It enhances your hair coil immediately you use it. It prevents breakage, especially if you use it at the tip. You know, your hair is more prone to breakage at the tip. So if you apply it to the tip of your hair, it helps prevent breakage very well. I massage it in, not too vigorously, but just massage it in, and it helps to keep it moisturized overnight. So let's not forget the steps so far, as that is what I'm also doing for this section of the hair. So far, I have sprayed water on it to make it wet, to make it hydrated. We have applied a cream, which could either be a hair butter, or a leave-in conditioner. For this video, I chose to use the hair conditioner. Some other time, I will see if I can use a hair butter, so you see how it's demonstrated. I added hair oil. I chose Jamaican black castor oil for this video. You can choose to use any oil that works for your hair type or for your hair. But trust me, this step works for every hair. It doesn't matter the type of hair you have. It works for your hair. But don't use it on the stretched hair or a blow dried hair if you want it to remain blow dried or stretched, you know.
So cliche, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can.
It is time to put the ultimate determinant of moisture retention, and that is the satin bonnet. It retains the moisture. Apart from that, it prevents the things that have been applied to the hair from staining your bed very easily. So I put it on, and thereafter I quietly go to bed. This is me putting off my camera and going to bed. Now it's morning time, and you are going to see how juicy the hair has become. It has become very, very soft and juicy. When I woke up, I discovered my wardrobe has become stubborn. It was trying to frustrate me from doing the video. It refused to get closed. So I decided to force it. Now I'm unraveling my hair. It's very, very soft, very demure. Is it demure or demure? Very demure, very juicy, very cute. Right? So this is my hair the next day. Combing it now would be easy if I wanted to, but I'm not a fan of combing your hair too often. So I'm going to continue with my finger detangling and wrapping it back for the day. I'm not saying you should always unravel and twist it back. I'm just doing this because of the video. That twist should be there until you are ready to make your hair.